Mail. Oh. I thought that'd be like something important. Hey everybody. Welcome. It's Tuesday. And I'm gonna do some more All Be One draft. It's it probably says a lot about the speed at which new Magic releases come at. That All Be One released, what, 2 weeks ago? And we're currently at spoilers for March of the Machine. So. And Commander Legends. Commander Masters? Masters Commander? Master and Commander? The movie? Master and Commander? Yep. But yeah, the fun thing we had over the last weekend, which is why we had previews and such, very fun previews. I actually like the Dual Legends a lot. Was the last weekend was I Pro Tour Philadelphia, Magic Fest, All We Want. I don't know how they name them anymore. Pro Tour Philadelphia, and it was draft. So a lot of the coverage was watching paper drafting, and it was really nifty to see how those went about. You could definitely see like watching a draft at a high level is much different than watching a draft on here or drafting at your local shop. Because it's folks who have practiced the format to way heckin' back. Anyway. Let's jump on in. Yeah, watching Pioneer was nifty. I don't know I know very little about Pioneer as a format, but it was at least like reasonably fun to watch. Bogles. I got to learn that Wander has more text than I thought. That was fun. It's the plus, by the way, that has more text than I thought. I did not realize what the duration was if you targeted your opponents. Format seems almost too varied. Hard to play a reactive deck. I assume you're talking about in... Okay. So, the downside of White Sun's Twilight is that this is a 7-mana card. You're not casting this for anything less than 7. 7 mana's some. That's a that's a pretty high amount. We want to if I want to be playing something like this, I want to be it doesn't really matter where it fits as long as I'm able to cast the thing. We could cast it on 3 or 4 if like we really needed bodies to like kill our opponents on like 8 poison. Planar Disruption is really good here. That's probably the best other card in this pack. But this one's a pretty easy first pick. Puts us in a color I like in the format and is very powerful. Cankerbloom and Volt Charge both stand out here. Volt Charge has a very wide red in here. Obviously, the rare's gone. So reading what is going on in color is like hard to say. Kanker Bloom is just a good 3-2 with a good effect. Volt Charge is strong removal. A lot of red in here. Again, it's hard to say what the color that's being picked is. Boros doesn't care as much about poison, whereas Cankerbloom does. Boros is probably not as wanting of the White Sun's Twilight. I'm gonna go with Vultures. I think it's a little stronger. We'll see if that sticks. I'm not willing to, like, call that for certain, especially if we see things like black in here actually looking really nice. Complete Devotion gets better if we get more toxic elements, but like Anoint with Affliction, Pestilent Siphoner, even Vat of Rebirth is not great. I wish this card. Yeah, I was gonna say I thought that was each, but Anoint is like answers anything. Very good. Willing to pick that up. I'm not like right now. All I know is that I really want to be in white, and this isn't. I'm not willing to force this card. Whereas, like, I'm willing to see what color goes secondary with this. If I'm in Toxic, I want it to be either green or black. Those are the colors that have the best sort of, like, go wide Toxic plan. We can see black looking, like, reasonably open here. Good amount. I like Vraska's Fall as a card. Green looking okay as well. Rustvine Cultivator, I think, is better than it looks. Adaptive Spore Singer is a fine card. Not huge on these. The Chittering Skitterling's probably the best. Oh, yeah. Shepherd is also here. Glider is pretty good, especially if we're able to get early poison often. If this is on, it feels really good. I might want to start finding... Okay, finding some white here is definitely necessary to be able to pick up the color, and this is a really good card for it. I think Indoctrination Attendant's one of my favorite commons in this set. Big body, you can rebuy, come in effects. Not as often you do that, sometimes you just pick up the land. This is, for one, the battle chair is very funny. It's very expensive on the front, but on the on the battlefield late game, this is really strong to have around. Barbed Batterfist has shown to be very, very necessary in a lot of red aggro decks. Not only as an early drop, but you end up in a lot of the aggro decks, you end up in a situation where you aren't able to get over bodies like this. You know, either like 3/4s or, you know, the trolls, and you need just a little bit of a boost to get past it. Annihilating Glare looking great. The black looking really nice. If we're just removal.deck, removal, Wrath of God, removal, that's great. A+. We're not seeing a lot of white in here. That tells me in pack 2s we're going to pick that up, because we're just not seeing a lot of it. We've seen, I think this is the only card we've seen in white. This is the third Incisor Glider we've seen, and it's one of like 3 cards. I'm willing to pick it. It's fine. Phyrexian Atlas.
Annihilating Glare has this interesting thing of, remember the 1 black removal spell in the previous set, and how much better this is?
Yeah, weirdly enough, in that set though,
Power Stone Fracture. That's it.
Power Stone Fracture, because there were so many Power Stones around, made it a lot easier than this one to use.
Yeah, but like, I mean, in the abstract of like 1 set forward, and then you have a full mana cost off, counting, and also has an alternative casting cost.
Yes. Branchblight Stalker. I'm not really...
Be white.
I don't know how sold I am on Plated Onslaught. It's like the only card here I care about, other than like Branchblade, but I don't think I'm dropping blacks, and I picked up White Suns. You're not cutting me out of white. That's impossible at this stage.
A Bard each.
Yeah, this card's a little too
That's expensive for what it does. Yeah, that I'm just saying it's a Bard each because I like seeing the word Bard each out in the wild.
Mm-hmm. You know what? Let me go with Testament Buried probably sucks. Let's go with the Skull Bomb. Okay, Gladiator's something to do early. White dried up very quickly in here, so we're kind of working on...
Black seems pretty open, though.
Yeah, black is freaking extremely here.
Yeah, but you're cutting off the white, prevent anything.
Because the big thing is I really want to be able to cast this White Sun's Twilight. This is a card I need to be able to cast, you know. So, Ambulatory Edifice.
Ambulatory Edifice.
This card gets the job done.
Yeah, that's 3 mana 3/2 with a -1/-1 on the ETB.
Yeah, Terramorphic, Prophetic Prism, and then like Whip. I don't know the fixing for a whip. Move Terramorphic Prophetic in here. It would take a lot for me to want to be playing red, and also I'm much more willing to pick up a card playable that's removal and a body in our color.
The Mercurial Spelldancer.
Yes, so this is 2/1 can't be blocked. When it oil on a non-creature spell, and then you get a fork if you hit while having tools.
Okay, and you remove 2 of those. Okay.
Hello.
Jawbone Duelist is a 2 mana 1/1 with double strike and Toxic 1, so basically Toxic 2 if it's unblocked.
Yeah, this is wildly hard to fight, especially with stuff like Complete Devotion backing us.
Mm-hmm. And obviously it also, in a equipment-heavy set, it's very much stronger, too.
Yeah. It also has friends like Basilica Skull Bomb to, like, kill your opponent in multiple ways. Zealot as well is a good way. Like, there's a lot of, like, you know, cards that immediately go with it that you're happy to see. Another Indoctrination, Attendant. More happy with that than I am with the Scourge here. Again, this is a really big body. It dies to the 1 mana red spell, Hex Gold / but it holds the board really well and gives you multiple, like, bodies. It's also very fun to jump this with the white 3 mana 2/2 flyer, which we really want to find some of. Well, okay.
Or Duelist.
Hi, Red Suns.
Twilight destroys updecks.
So
okay, so it hyper destroys artifacts.
This ain't really great in limited. Like, artifacts exist, but not like... There are matchups where this is dead or just shatter for red 1. Like,
yeah.
because you look at the creatures here, we aren't really in a world. Yeah, I guess, haha, you counter my White Sun's Twilight. That's very funny. But I want more Jawbone Duelist. Vat Emergence. Whispers is fine.
It kills a mite and it proliferates.
Yeah, the proliferate on here is like, you know, push damage, push poison, and now that we have like the Jawbone Duelists, we actually are kind of pushing that a lot more. Ooh, hi there.
Childred's Edict. All right.
Yeah. We got the Dune moving, Dross Pit stuff.
I would like you to see any decent like mono white equipment.
Yeah, if I could find the sword that makes mites on attack, that would be the best. Oh, hey, here we go.
Raptor.
I think of this as like the best white creature at common for obvious reasons.
Yeah, it jumps another toxic guy,
especially like
+1/+1. Yeah. Jawbone Duelist becomes amazing when it's on the board. Yeah.
Yeah.
Also a 3 mana 2/2 flyer with toxic 1. That's not. That is actually explicitly not the equipment I would be looking for.
Yeah. This thing's fine with, like, indoctrination attendant and the fact that you, like, jump it and pick it up and such. I'm looking more for... actually, yeah, that's probably more worth it. That synergy. Alright, let's take Terramorphic here. I'm not really feeling... second of these. Ravenous Necrotitan is kind of... is like... weird because, like, you need to have 3 poison counters to make them not sack, but then it's not a toxic creature, so, like...
So it's just a big guy that you set up for.
Yeah, or you sack for. Either way it
Yeah.
works. I do not care about any of these cards. I guess we have a Testament Bearer. Alright. Pack 3, we're probably going to get cut white again here. So if we want white, we're going to want to pick it pretty early, pretty heftily. As mentioned, the sword that makes mites is something that's, like, #1 on my mind as far as... that's a fun last book. As far as... wow, we're at 3.
3 suns. That's 3 twilights, yeah.
This one's very strong.
That one...
This one is a
that
way to
one
win games
will kick
of
your
limited.
ass.
Okay.
Steal your bomb, make a second. Ooh.
Okay, so we've got 2 very powerful black cards to open with here. Skull Dweller is a really, really strong 1-drop, and Drown in Ichor is like...
Skull Dweller is like the best 1-mana 1/1 Death Toucher I've ever seen.
yes.
Huh.
If only picked up Chemex for this. Damn. Well, maybe we can still find more shoe and get Chemex, right? Like, this is a tough choice.
There's only 1 white card in this pack, too. It's kind of rough. Okay, and Bladed Ambassador seems...
yeah, this one's quite nice.
solid.
So it's not poisonous, but... or, you know... yeah, it's poisonous. But it does also work with, like, Whispers of the Dross or Drowning Ichor's Proliferate to hand off more indestructible counters and just make this a good 3-power aggressive threat.
Yeah.
The War Whips are going to be awkward because they're going opposite directions. The fact that this one passed is kind of, I guess, odd. I wonder, the rare must have actually been a powerful red or white card in my mind. Anyway, we have so Cinderclash Ravager completely outside of this.
Fucking MDK guy.
This card's wildly strong for killing every mite, as well as being like a 4-mana 5/5 sometimes.
Yeah. But also, that's the MDK guy, and you can't tell me otherwise.
Here's the card we're picking. This is a really nice one.
Ooh, 5 mana. Oh, wow. That. Yeah,
So-
okay, so it's a 5 mana 4/4 Toxic 2 with Raised Dead for 3.
Yeah, and you know we want to raise that a Flensing Raptor or something like that.
Yeah.
This gets the job done. Very powerful. Gravedigger that can't get itself, obviously, but what the hell?
White is gone.
Black is gone. Like the only card here is Infectious.
Black is
Inquiry.
gone.
This is not. Luckily, our deck is like looking okay. I still want to fill out a couple more creature slots. Rats are a bit missing. I'd like some more chorus, like a chorus at 1, and another Flensing Raptor. We have infinite removal, which is good. I guess I'm fine picking this. This is a, like, okay card.
Infinite removal wins games of limited.
It's true.
Easy.
Yeah, we're just not. This is.
That's a Rats at least, right?
You know, we got a Rats, which I'm willing to pick over Rats 1 over Hive Master 2. Hive Master is a card I'd want as well, though. This is just like a fine 3. But the Rats also have, like, I want to be playing things on 2 a lot. I feel like the curve out's really important in this.
It kind of feels like
Yeah, we're just getting there.
people aggressively continued to pick white and black even when it became clear that that's not the correct choice.
So I believe on our right, we have a person in white, black, and then the next person past that is in Boros. So, like, we're seeing things get cut pretty heftily from that direction. I don't care about any of these picks. I don't... Cutthroat Centurion isn't a card I want in my main deck. Neither is Prophetic Prism, but... yeah, this is... a lot of powerful green.
Basilica.
Yeah, I'm probably fine with... I only want, like, 1 or 2 of these, but I do want to have 1 or 2 of these. And this is a lot better when you don't have a 1 to go with it. Yeah, green, look at this. Like, Viral Spawning. Like, this card's really, really good. This is Call the Herd. A lot of... instances. Okay.
God damn it. The Basilica. They could have made it just, you know, 2. They could have made it a clue.
Instead, they wanted them as spheres. Part of the set is printing all 9 of the Mirrodin spheres. Yeah, this is nothing. So yeah, green looks like the most open setup, and obviously, you see that I'm like, due to the rare we opened, we went ahead and forced our white. Our white is fine. It could be better. I don't feel bad about where we're
the
at.
best, but it's
Like,
not bad either.
2 Jawbone Duelists makes me feel fine in the colors. I wish we had a few more better ways to pump them, but we have some okay ways of doing so. Let's go ahead and get the deck together. Black,
got you your removal.
yeah, like our removal set is quite nice when we have like Anoint, Glare, Drown, Shieldred's Edict, Vraska's Fall, and then yeah, then White Sun's Twilight plus looks like that's about it there. Alright, let's get our early bodies in. Bladed Ambassador. Devotion's gonna be fine in this deck. 2 of you. We'll play the Glider, we'll play this Spell Bomb. Whisper of the Dross, Edifice. Hive Master, Nim Paladin. And now we're at our last 2 are kind of looking generic here. What's our creature count?
12 is
that should be
something
higher.
that could improve. Yeah.
Yeah, these last 2 probably then want to be like Incisor Glider, Paladin, or Gladiator, or Incisor Glider.
Glider,
Testament.
you have to work for it, but Glider at least does work. It pumps your team on attack. I don't know.
Yeah.
It is a flyer. Which is also,
a flyer,
I mean,
which
it's a
matters
1/3
enough.
flyer.
We'd also go with the Gold Warden Helm.
The fact that it doesn't pump power is so disgusting.
Yeah, this is a really, like, it's just there. It's fine with this because we can pick it up and then get another body and get another body.
Yeah.
That's its best mode, and that probably is enough to make me want to play it. I think this is going to stick on 17 because of the existence of Twilight. Though we'll get to play Basilica and a Terramorphic Expanse. You're going to... Thank you very much. Yeah, all of our 2s are like, you know, we need to be doing that, so...
So many 2s. It's good, because that's a good curve. It's just, there's a lot of them.
Yeah, I'm happy with our removal sweep. The other card that would be, like, talking about fitting in here would just be, like, a draw spell, Infectious Inquiry.
Having 1 draw spell is rarely a bad idea,
Yeah.
you know?
The alternate draw spell would be a draw Skull Bomb. You know?
Yeah.
Like, that'd be our... is there, like, a card in here I don't care for? And the Helm is clearly, like, 23rd level, but it's okay 23rd level. Basilica Spellbomb is actually, like, really strong when we have Jawbone Duelist. Like, if we want to punch in, +2/+2 flying, draw a card, that's a way to end the game on, like, Bladed Ambassador, or Jawbone Duelist, or Indoctrination Attendant. Those are all 5+ hits that work well. is the most. This is the most me curve in the world. Every creature I picked. You're right. That's not a 2. Did you know this card gains you X life on top of the Martial coup? Shrug.
All right.
I'm gonna go ahead and try this out as is. I might come
Not a
back
middle
and
finger curve. That's a pointer finger curve.
yeah.
Heavy on the 2s. Stem from the middle finger.
And we might come back to that last inclusion. Change what we're looking at for the thing I feel like I don't have in this deck is the triangle, man, the choruses. Okay, all right.
Don't have a play.
Oh,
Just
they have
be
the shock.
slow on
They have the
2.
shock.
Yeah, of course.
Worst would be ambulatory edifice. Okay. I'm gonna cycle this basilica.
There's one nice thing though is about these spheres only being costing 2 to activate to draw the card. That's
Yep.
actually pretty low
Yep.
for one of these. Usually at 4. I want to say. Kill that, but do you want to spend complete devotion defensively?
I also like this thing bounces on a turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. This is
Half of the mana sources are swamps. Yeah, all right. No, you don't get any of those.
this is fun. No, this is Magic the Gathering. I accept these.
Yep.
We you know, this is how Magic works. Oh shit.
A Masticore.
Oh shit. Okay, first strike, protected from multicolored, discard a card. Yeah, okay. So whatever you discard becomes like a destroy target permanent card with mana value equal than or less than. That's
Whoa.
what. Did you not think of a way to make this like not? Am I reading? Okay, hold on. When you just. Okay, sure.
Non-land permanent too.
Yeah, damn. Sure. We'll
That Masticore is
and
a
then
lot.
they're gonna jump a 3 back to their hand. All right. All right. Let's.
This is
That's fine. This is Magic. Yeah, this is what happens. It's fine.
the Masticore is a lot.
That is a lot. Yes. Making sure we are.
Vindicate for X
You're
on
9/8.
discarded card.
This is gonna bite me just as much as not doing it will, but this puts it 8/8 flat. I think that's technically more correct. Yeah, yeah, like that's the like 5 to 10% of Magic games.
On 2, you do have roughly equal amounts of white and black you need, so. Yep. It has a Blighted Ambassador and Complete Devotion again in this.
Well, Blighted is the.
So. Oh, sorry, not the double striker.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is about the same spot as last game. Okay. So threaten, sure. Okay. Sucks because like we do have a proliferate around, but I'd rather use my mana to get my opponent off the board. Alright. Teeth.
Love a good tooth.
Okay, sure. We get poison, they draw. Tapped land. Uh-huh. We'll just keep pushing with the Bladed Ambassador here. Doubting the efficacy of this colored sphere lands in drafts. I am of the opinion that more than one is too much. I still think that the draw late game is enough of a trade-off to be worth playing, especially with if you do get into a late game scenario, how much they improve. But I also see exactly what you mean, because this is a super fast format. If you're stuck playing this as your land on 3, you're hurt pretty badly. Like, I agree that they're nowhere near as good as they could be. Okay, alright. We're still attacking.
Let's attacking.
If they trade their 5-drop...
That's absurd. Why would you do that?
Yeah, I want to... Like, the trick here is that the more they take this Bladed Ambassador, I might just be able to, like, steal the game with Complete Devotion, right? Like...
Yeah.
Also, Shieldred's Edict does a good job here because it can avoid the tokens. So we would get a flyer on the draw of a black source. It'd probably be my play. Would be Edict, one of these flyers. Ah, we're fucking dead.
Oh.
Anyway, this is like
Villain of Bladehold is here.
Yeah. So Rhea, the Phyrexian hero Bladehold. Oh, at the beginning of combat on your turn, the next time card or creature would deal combat damage to one or more players this combat, prevent it, and make 1,000,000,000 mites. Also Battle Cry.
Yeah, it's
So the good thing about this is that they're not going to get it this turn. They're going to put it on their 3/3, they're going to attack, and then I'm going to go ahead and use Incisor Glider to get it the hell off the table. I think... Oh God, do I have to spend Complete Devotion here? Okay, I'm thinking 2 turns ahead here. Opponent's got 5 cards. Whatever. The opponent has 1,000,000 cards in hand. We have to kill them without that. I think I need to hold Complete Devotion here. I think I just need to chump.
I see it, yeah. Because, like,
You see
as
what
it
I'm
is
talking
right
about?
now,
Yeah.
the only way of being able to kill the hero on board right now is if you catch it with Complete Devotion, basically.
Yeah, and I might be able to just kill my opponent dead in different ways. This feels weird, but I'm going to try it this way to try to catch our opponent. Oh, that really sucks.
There's still 5 in the air, but it does kind of need to die, right?
If it doesn't die, I'm taking like 15 next turn. And the other play would be to save my top Jawbone Duelist. And then like hope I draw.
Would get you the card, but like.
Yeah, it would give me the card, and then hopefully that's like a black mana to
Annihilating Lariat or something.
Yeah, even that's bad.
You'd be able to afford Basilica Skull Bomb, then Annihilating Glare, so you wouldn't destroy the Duelist if you did do that, but...
If I'm winning, what direction do I go? If I have no board here when take 7 next turn, I have nothing left to play on the board. But alternately, am I even able to win if I keep the Jawbone Duelist in play? Okay, it basically needs to be a black source off the top off of Complete Devotion, I think, for us to win.
Yeah, especially because the problem with Complete Devotion on the Ambassador is that's a...
That ain't it. Alright, Spell Bomb. We don't play swamps. Did I? Crap, did I include...
there's 8 swamps in this deck.
Well, so far we've drawn none of them. So they should choose Shepherd here. This card is like hero in the sense that it makes a billion creatures on the Shepherd, so we're going to 4 might show up. Hello. Oh, there's all the mites. Hey, dude.
Phyrexian Vindicator.
This card whips. This card kicks ass.
That's cool as hell, actually, yeah.
This card kicks ass.
Making an inverse Phyrexia. Yeah, okay.
Dawn Elemental, eat it. Yeah, this is...
Alright, so you continued to not draw swamps the whole time.
Yeah. That's all I got.
And it has flying too. Wow.
Yeah, so Dawn Elemental was from Onslaught block. That was white for a 3/3 flyer that couldn't take damage.
+1/+1 power. Also, it redirects the damage instead of not taking damage.
Yeah. +2/+2 even.
+2/+2. Sorry, yeah.
Yeah. Obviously, it's an invert to Obliterator. They showed off. They're printing, they print alchemy cards for every set. Yeah. These days. One alchemy card I saw was the red Phyrexian. It's red, menace 5/5. When it's dealt damage, I think it's seek that many non-land cards, discard them at end step. I don't remember. The Harvester, is that the title? Okay. Alright. Place your bets. Swamp. Oh, MTG.
I think you gotta have swamp at this point.
Alright, I need to restart Arena.
Also fair.
Please hold. We're gonna go mana. Is that how we take our 3 losses today? Ooh. I'll be really sad if this deck just doesn't get to play, I don't mind the losses, that's just magic. Whatever. But if we take a disconnect loss for our 3rd? Okay, we might be here. Okay. All right. Oof. All right, swamp detected. Jawbone Duelist. Let's just go biggest threat first.
It's gonna die.
Yeah.
Right? Because
no.
but
They're holding up. The idea here is like I play this, then punch, like anoint to punch in, or they
oh my.
pass, huh? Alright, let's see what happens. Go for removal mid-combat here? That's...
Okay.
It's not so dangerous, okay. I was gonna say that's pretty dangerous, but the tricks are +2/+2. So, like, that doesn't really go that bad. Alright, we'll just... That's fine, whatever. We'll play our Siphoner. We'll get that going first before we play the Glider. And then we'll have enough bodies for the Glider with the Indoctrination Attendant to do things. So... Okay, missing a land drop passing. Are they just removal the hand?
Might be.
That makes Indoctrination Attendant look pretty good. Because it makes 2 bodies. Alright! Easy enough. They're just removal of the deck. It's a good deck. I agree. Missing land drop passing. Oh, that's a draw and a half. All right.
They pull out a third one of those. Oh, I was about to respect.
I
was about to respect them a lot.
I'm just gonna play Bladed Ambassador here.
Not gonna flood the board.
Nah, I'd rather leave up the Indestructible and the removal spell.
And this is a format with multiple deal 1 to all creatures, right?
Yeah,
So
one of the other things is that if I play this turn, it won't be on until the turn after. So like if I play it next turn, it's fine. But like here, it's just a 1/3 flyer attacking next turn, most likely. All right.
turn is Punisher. Menace.
I don't even think I anoint that. We kill that in combat.
I mean, you have good blocks on board, or like good
Yeah, we
trades with it. Like,
yeah, we just have good attacks.
yeah.
It's like even if they block the 1/1, I have +2/+2 draw a card.
Yeah, and Incisor Glider next turn is also going to be, it pumps your team when you're on attack, so.
And also, the other reason I want to hold this is that Anoint will be on now. Because I'll hit them for the 3rd poison. And the 3rd poison means this now is just exile target creature for 2. We're off lethal by 1. This is, actually no, this is all creatures, not itself. So this is 10. If they just tap out for 1 creature, we have lethal. And we have, you know, Bladed Ambassador has Indestructible here.
It's 1 creature.
Not quite.
Well, no, it's not. It's 2.
Yeah,
it's 2
not
creatures,
quite.
But
If they attack, it's 1 creature.
in what world would someone attack with this, right?
Yeah.
They need to stay on defense.
The problem is that like, this all out is still really strong.
Of course, yeah, but there is a
they played the card that allows them to stay alive. It's good.
okay. Now they're extra dead.
Yeah. They're not enough mana for me to have to respect Wanderer kill my board. Yeah.
That's a card that I think would have been really good for us.
This is just a good card.
Yeah.
Let's... Anyway. Alright. The deck functions.
Yeah, the deck can work.
Yeah,
you just need to draw black.
Draw black mana. Obviously, it helps our opponent, you know, sat on 3 doing nothing for a while, but we at least got, you know, we played cards in sequence. So, I'll take that.
You're starting with a handicap. That's all. You're just down 2 losses to begin with, and now you can go ahead and get that 7-2.
We call that the Swiss Gambit. It's you know, you'd take the dive early, and then happy to see though that this deck like is real. Huntmaster of the Falls.
The Falls. All right. Well, do you play planes in your deck? Do you have stairs in your house? This is unreasonable.
All right, let's go.
Well, it has a plains and a swamp.
And I have to put White Sun's Twilight on the bottom of the deck, right?
You have a shuffle in your deck. It's Terramorphic Expanse.
It's Terramorphic Expanse. But I do have to put the 7-drop on the bottom.
You have to,
of the
yes.
deck.
There's
that's
nothing else in this hand is playable.
There's no, like, not gonna play the fool here. Oh. Okay.
That's a
This card.
Mana Dork Toxic?
Not Mana Dork.
Not
this is like,
okay.
There's a weird Simic deck in Constructed that just goes off with this card. It's very silly.
Or could your control becomes the target of spell target? Oh, okay, I
That's
see. You
either
just...
player, not opponent, not you. It's either. So the deck is like this and like a billion Vines of the Vastwood. That's the deck.
That makes sense.
I could just edict it. Yeah, that's an instant. Each opponent sacrifices a non-token creature.
And that's not targeted.
Cool. Da-da-da-dang. Here we go. I get to jump this with Raptor.
Really?
They're off color and they missed their land drop.
Oh man, I feel like I still wouldn't have conceded there. I would have conceded like a turn or two later.
Especially like if they're off color, they could pop the maze to draw into it.
Yeah.
This is likely, you know, a premature, but you know, well, we edicted. But yeah, the constructed deck is like this card. Like basically the deck is like Feast or Famine, because if you draw Venerated Rot Priest, you play this and there's like 20 protection spells that cost 1.
Yeah, and you just keep on swinging in with it and playing cards on it, and you win by turn 4. I'm assuming.
Yeah, like if your opponent tries to remove it, you just go, all right, take a poison.
Take a poison. It has hexproof and
then
+2/+2.
And take another poison.
Yeah,
because
it swings in. It has indestructible. You take another poison. You take another poison because it hands you a poison counter. Hands you a poison counter. Hands you a poison counter.
Pizza's here is also something that can happen. You know, that'd be. Oh, we're gonna have to lose.
I highly doubt that was Pizza's hit here. They conceded on their turn for that. Like that wasn't Pizza's here.
So we still need to see the Black Sun's Twilight and Green, because we saw the other 3 in the draft. Black Sun is wildly strong, by the way. That one's black X, target creature gets -X/-X, and then it has like a rider if X is 5 or higher. But like target creature gets -X/-X, where for black X is
still good. Yeah.
It's still good.
Black Sun's Twilight. Let's see what this does.
Well, the greens is. Oh,
okay. Black Sun's Twilight also returns a creature with mana value X or less at 5 or more. So it's
okay.
Kill something, get something back. And Green Sun's
Green Sun is like, for one, you get X+1 on Green Suns because they were like, it wasn't real.
Oh, okay. I see. It revealed top X +1.
Yep.
Of your card library, choose a card, creature card, and/or a land card from among them. Put those cards into your hand, and then the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. If
Among
it's
Us?
X or 5 or more, put them onto the battlefield instead of your hand.
Among Us. Yeah, okay. I'm sorry, did you whiff? No,
I don't see any.
Oh,
Oh, man. It dug through 4. That means it whiffed 4 times. It dug through it, right? They might just try it this time.
They wouldn't proliferate on this board.
Devotion is free, and it kills it free, right? So
I'm willing to take a 0 for 1, thank you. That's so many tap lands over here. Because like I still have Edict for like if they just go 1 biggie.
oh wait, they dug through 4 and then they wait, no, they cracked on their turn instead of
Yeah. Alright, well. Let's get 2 poison going. And then, bodies. I think reds might actually be better as far as the suns. Again, the thing with reds is that it's super swingy. In some matches, it's going to be, like, cool. And in a lot of matches, it's going to do nothing. Please play a 5-drop. Please play Thrun.
It's a 4-drop or 5-drop, right? So
yeah, that's a 4/4.
it is a 4/4.
Also proliferating.
And your opponent is gonna go to 3, so you're gonna get a pop.
Yeah.
They're gonna be doing 4 + 3 + 2, so.
And toxic 3 on that attack.
Yeah.
And then we'll play a body that if it's killed makes a body, along with our proliferate body.
And you have backup of Shieldred's Edict if they play another large creature like, Oil Gorger Troll.
Alright, and then, non-token creature, please.
And your opponent is ultra dead. All right.
All right, just I feel really bad about that copper hoof. They're just missing. That can't feel good. Anyway, the Swiss Gambit is working.
If you miss a, dig top 4 and it's a complete whiff, it always feels terrible. The worst I've ever had was a whiff top 7.
Beku 68, born in the year 1968. So, but the thing I was gonna say is that they've been introducing now riders that are like, if you whiff, do a different thing. Like the copper proliferates on choice, by the way, if you choose to miss.
This is Arena where they do have this mostly fixed, and yet
again variance is as variance does. It's fine.
Yeah.
Keep 6, throw the helmet back because it's just generic. We go Hive Master, jump Hive Master. Can't believe the set has the best edict and best arrest ever printed. Yeah. Alright. Skull Bomb, nice for pushing damage over. I do want my opponent to miss on 2. Oof.
Okay, they didn't whiff on 2. They It's something pretty decent on too.
This is other, and it's once per turn. It's just like in limited, it does a lot more work.
It's not like it's incredible or nothing, but it is a decent 2-drop.
I'm gonna hold the Skull Bomb.
It's a valuable thing. That doesn't say non-token creature on it. It just says another creature.
One or more other creatures you control die once per turn. Drain 2. I want them to try to give it Toxic too. Oh!
Flawless call.
Sometimes. Sometimes I can have it happen in my favor. It has to be funny.
It's always whatever is funny.
It's just gotta be funny. Anyway, that's a nice 2-for-1 to get us out of the mulligan and gets us on the board. This card's actually like quite strong for handing off Toxic 2 and like rebuying the creature, because there's not a ton of ways to punish it once it's on the card.
Right, but if you catch it mid before it's on there, it is still an aura and you cause it to whiff.
Let's just... Might as well Flensing.
Gets most damage in and...
Sure.
Alright.
Alright. They've got removal, we've got removal, that's fine.
This is the mirror match, so
yes.
It was expected to have similar decks occur.
We have our... This might be just pushing like early here because I want to draw the cards more. Like 5th land gets Annihilating Glare on for no sack, which I would prefer if they play like large enough bodies. We don't really know what... Okay! Oh, what the hell?
They're off plays, I guess. They decided to not go to 5, keep 5.
Removal spell on Raptor? Grounding it for sure. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, we're just gonna crack this to move along here. We need like forward. There we go.
Excellent.
That's exactly what I wanted.
That lets you just pick up this land you just tapped and everything. Yeah.
Yeah. This is exactly what I wanted. I want... The reason I cracked the Spell Bomb is that I feel like this is a matchup where whoever has the board is going to win, because we're both sitting here with a bunch of, like, reactive
Probably
nonsense.
removal and combat tricks. Like, exactly the same hand is my guess, right?
Like they're going to play Kill Indoctrination, but we got a 2-for-1-ish, because we keep the Might, and maybe the Might's enough to get there with Complete Devotion. There it is. We're holding the exact same cards.
It might, in fact, be literally the exact same hand.
We might be literally holding the exact same cards. Anyway, let's start getting the first point of damage in. I will crack that Basilica. 3 cards both sides.
Glare is a sorcery, right?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna crack this because, again, I want... Every card but White's Suns is 5 or less. So I want to do this to, like, make sure I can draw. And, of course, we're just gonna, like, find... We're gonna naturally draw enough land to make this work anyway. So...
Alright, so the thing is that currently you are drawing more actual plays than your opponent is.
Yep.
You have backup for any large thing that they want to play.
You know, if they played Phyrexia and Obliterator, they could, you know...
Yeah. They're off double white, so they can't, Okay.
That's likely a card for my Annihilate.
You could also try to catch it with Complete Devotion.
That's true.
Because then you would then bump up to 3 on the Proliferate, but it's up to you. That's online on the next land, right?
Yeah, it's online on the next land. We'll try the trade with the Complete Devotion, and if they don't take it, we just glare it. This doesn't even have toxic.
Maybe if they don't take it, then maybe you don't care. Actually,
Okay, they
at least
take.
for a couple hits. All right.
So we get our trade.
And that's White Sun's on.
That is White Sun's on. We get Proliferate Wars. However, again, I'm the one in control on the board, so White Sun isn't coming down.
I'm the one in control on the board. I say.
I'm the one in control on the board.
1/1.
Yes.
The toxic can't block.
This is actually an annoyance. Skiff.
Crew 2? Crew 3? What is it?
So this is a 4/4 Toxic 2 Crew 3.
It enters the battlefield, draw a card as well. Okay, Rib Skiff. So they can't crew it right now. That's good, but...
I'm thinking about just slamming the Twilight for 5 here.
I guess if you do that, you'd swing first, but... I guess they'll just block it, so it doesn't matter.
I think that might be a little...
It might be a little bit too early.
That might be too early. Maybe I just wait on it.
Well, I do think you want to get this thing out of the way and swing in, is the thing. Because, like, even if it's... You're probably winning off of poison in this game, rather than off of damage, so...
Sure.
And White Sun's is an even better, like, you know, board clear. I don't know. You do whatever priority.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to think here, because, like, also with the Gladiator, like, we... It's an annoying thing to spend removal on. I'm only going to spend my time out just thinking here.
It is fun that this is 3 different removal spells in our hand. We're thinking about if we're going to even spend one of them.
I know.
That's Phyrexia Arena.
Okay.
They spent that on that. All right.
Fire Arena's very good here, by the way.
Yeah, it's exceptional for them because
I'm not.
They don't care about
their
their health total at all. And kill spell of some form on. Yep.
All right.
All right. They're out of cards. They have 2 draws here, so it's not like they can't.
This is where the White Suns is back, right? Like.
Yeah, if they White Suns you back. But, otherwise, though, you actually just win this.
Yeah, we
turn,
basically just win on the spot.
They need to drop another creature, 2 creatures, to be able to survive.
1 creature's enough, because if we go to kill it, they can crew.
Oh, yes, right, yeah. Unless if the creature doesn't have 3 power.
All right. Slam it. Phyrexia Arena, by the way, is really, really powerful in this limited format, in my mind. Because there are a number of matchups. For one, draw 2 cards is like, you know.
It's always amazing.
Damn.
It's the kill. It wins games a little bit easy.
Like, look at the way we were winning here. Like, this 15.
Yeah, do poison.
This 15 is like, 10 of that's free. We're not touching it.
Yeah.
So, like, also...
That's 10 turns of free draw, basically.
Yeah, also, it's not without, like, as we saw here, like, yes, this is a rare, but, like, there is, like, a common... there's 2 common lifelinker creatures in this color combo as well, and they're both, like, reasonably playable. We finally got to play the Wrath.
Yeah, and it did win the game.
It did win the game. All right. All right. Place your bets. 3 swamps or 3 plains. Right now we're 2 and 2.
I think it's gonna be Basilica and Terramorphic Expanse. Neither.
Basilica, 2 plains. Oh, you were okay. All right.
I was so
Damn!
close.
Damn!
Oh, I almost called it perfectly. I was wrong though. I didn't. The extra swamp does make this. I didn't call it right. I'm sorry. I'd like to apologize to the viewers.
However, you were the closest without going over.
That's true.
Anyway, cool. That's what I wanted to see. That gives me
That
the
lets
option
you
of
wait until turn. Yeah.
if they play the duelist. The duelist is the card I would kill. Anything else, I would. Well, hi there. But no, if they play
so far been a rare instance of a decent curve out.
Yeah, even with the tap lands, we're making perfect. I would definitely use my own ambulatory edifice to
kill a duelist.
I would do it. Do I want to play this indoctrination agent attendant?
It's pretty good on the board.
Right. It doesn't let me pick up
the might doesn't really matter, is the thing.
It's still probably fine.
You still do it. It's just that the might does very little, but the attendant itself is actually quite good on this board.
Right. And we're gonna
Even
do
if they double block it. They can kill it and double block it, but you kill their flyer if they do that.
Yeah, and oh the heck, I have a Anoint to make that not happen. This is an instant. So
yeah.
If they have their own, they get to pick up their own edifice, which is strong.
See exactly how much of this is perfectly symmetrical
symmetrical violence. Yeah, I think they're looking at it and they're going to pick up edifice. Oh, that's not quite pick up edifice. +1/+1 target creature, or +2/+2 if it's toxic.
Only toxic 1, right?
This thing ain't even
no,
toxic.
this thing isn't toxic, right?
This thing ain't even toxic. I don't care. I mean, I care, but
yeah.
I don't care.
They already spent 2 of their life already. It's fine. It doesn't matter.
Okay, so let's attack first.
You've got 2 different ways to make the combat math here fucked up.
And then I probably just take out the Porcelain Zealot. This thing's actually more of an issue.
At the beginning of combat on your turn. Okay, yeah, that is powerful.
Yeah. I attacked first to make sure the Proliferate went off. Because we actually absolutely care about that, because getting to Proliferate 3 turns on our Glider, which makes this a lot more of an attacker. A lot of cards in our opponent's hand. It's a little bit of a worry.
Head Cleaver.
That card doesn't do anything. And I'll show you why. Oh, do I just want to kill that? I had to think on that. Okay. This is the reason I don't care about that card. I too have the Ambulatory Edifice.
We've kept this in our hand for some time.
Yeah, we've been waiting a long while with this one. It's okay. They missed a land drop, so their hand is gas, but they're currently just playing. If they're playing 1 spell a turn, you know, we have time. We're gonna go ahead and just do this. Sure. Damn. I was kind of hoping we would be able to attack with a might by killing their creature here, but... Well...
All edicts. Just all edicts forever. Also, you only need to cast this to attack with the might, because it becomes a 2/2
Yeah.
on attacks.
If I want to hit, I can do another.
Knowing is also online now.
Yeah, I probably want to, because this is an edict, and, like, it's always going to eat, you know.
Yeah.
Sacrifice a non-token creature, please.
So 4 damage, 1 toxic.
Yep. And we have a removal spell for something. Their hand is currently, you know...
It's got to be some form of gas, but they're off 12. Okay, might and
So this can hexproof.
yeah.
What we can do here is I can just go ahead and glare sacking. Sacking attendant's like, I don't actually think I need to do a sack attendant. I can just pay 5.
Pay the 5.
Yeah. Because, like, what if I draw another attendant?
Yeah, and then you just pick up the attendant and then
Sacrifice a creature, artifact, draw a card, only activate if you have corrupted. Okay. So if they had it up, they'd be able to do the thing here.
But you've actually been very good at preventing yourself from getting corrupted with this deck in general.
Yeah. 5th land. Oh, they attacked with Skrelv. Not a good move. This card's very powerful, by the way. If we
It's
were
a 4/4 with vigilance.
It's
yeah. That's just in case you get White Suns.
Yeah. I kind of want to keep my lands at 5 or 6 in case of White Suns. Okay, lose 2 life. Sure. I accept. You can lose as much life as you want. They're going to corrupt me if they attack with Skrelv.
12 camp blocks, they may as well.
Yes. More mites. Da, 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 da.
All
Yeah,
right.
so if they had left Skrelv untapped last turn, they could have had Skrelv blank my removal spell. You know, not blank my removal spell, but threaten my removal spell. Which may have been better than getting me for 1 damage when I'm on, like, 20. They might have been trying to push Corrupted, though. I don't know.
They did get you corrupted at the last second there.
Yes.
That draw spell did get it, but...
Skrelv's cool. Skrelv costs 1 Phyrexian mana. You can pay 2 life for it. They tapped out, but they could still have gone to 5 to prevent me from killing their 4/4. Again, I think the opportunity cost was too high there. Actually, that's not the word for it. Opportunity cost isn't right. The risk reward. Because opportunity cost would imply, like... I'm gonna keep this.
You do have plays on mana, but it is rough in that it's not great. Well, the chorus.
Yeah, this is... I'm not a fan of how slow this is, and our edict just got stuffed. Did you know that, Warzov is, like, super goddamn strong in this format? I don't know if you were aware of this.
Duelist, actually... I guess actually not. Basically, it's they are both good at blocking.
I want to hold the rat back here. Is the idea?
Yeah.
Flying. Okay, so I'm gonna hand off Death Touch. Okay. Red green is the other color combo that's very strong. Red in particular, like Boros. That area is also very strong. The Boros, Celestia. Gruul. This is Death Touch, right? Yeah, no blocks.
All right, Hive Master is a 3/2.
Yeah, and it like
Does make a guy on death.
yeah, I will take the trade there. I also want to hold the glider back here, but yeah, like well, you see this.
I haven't heard of anyone playing blue yet in this format at all.
Blue is the problem with blue is that it's not a very deep color. Also, one of the other things that sucks about blue, and this is a thing that like really hurts it. Every other color has like strong 1-drops. Crawling Chorus. In green you have both the Monodork, but also at an uncommon you have the Evolver. In red you have a couple strong ones, the one that likes oil counters for trample, and then in black you have the Death Toucher.
Kraken hatchling in this format.
The Death Toucher. There is, but it's an O3, and it's like a starfish.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna. Yeah, you do have to be quite synergistic for blue to be functional. It's got strong synergistic stuff. I don't like trading with this, but like, oh, do they have a +2/+2 draw here? Ooh, okay. Okay, quite happy to see Anoint. That's actually really good at turning our Edict back on, because this is an exile effect. It sucks to have to target Crawling Chorus, but like, I'll do it. Yeah, blue also doesn't have as strong. Blue has a lot of whiffs at rare. I don't think that matters as much for it, but it is a point for it. Dang.
Just give flying instead of death touch at this point, right?
I guess. I'm still anointing it. Okay.
I might encourage them to attack with one of the others. If they attack with the rat, then they would get...
Ooh. Okay. So that means I want to attack with Hive Master and get a trade out of them.
I guess you can indoctrination attendant otherwise.
Correct. We have a line on either outcome here.
Yeah.
Which is, I think, important.
I find it interesting that they're not trading the rat. Do they not care if you get to 3?
It might be that this they want to recur this, maybe?
Maybe.
Or maybe they think they can hit us with the toxic and they want to actually win with the toxic more, and so they value that body more. Anyway,
possible.
This is the ass kicker extraordinaire here. We are gonna take the
4/4.
We're gonna take the Hive Master so we can get more bodies that are recursive. Yeah, this is just 4/4. Also, if they go for a pacifism, I'll feel really good. Even if they don't go for a pacifism, maybe I want that. I don't know. We'll think about it. 6 lands out of our opponent, 2 cards left. I feel like they've still got some major gas, especially like this play here. They're doing some sort of targeting or something.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think they're against kill that. Yeah, in some way.
Sure. They can't really attack with the mites because Duelist eats them for breakfast, so they get their 3 in the air. Hello.
All right, so you do have a way to...
I get to just
throw that
free
on
the Duelist. That's nice. I assume they're attacking me for 7. I don't know why you would do anything but attack for 7 here. If they attack for 2, I would feel so good here.
Like, if they were extremely confident in the fact that they want to win via poison, then I might leave the Shepherd back, but that's about it, right?
Damn. Okay. They are.
Yeah, so that is their plan.
And we drew the land to be able to replay Duelist, so... That's actually really nice. We saved 3 life there, and that's gonna... That should matter here.
It's possible for it to matter very well. They're out of cards, so we know exactly what they have on board.
Yep. Like, getting to blank this is super strong. Oh. Different mites.
Because that one was generated from a black card, and that one's generated from a white card.
True. This is the one off of our,
yeah, that's your Sheoldredin Might, and then the other one is your, Elesh Norn Knight Might.
Teeth. Sure. 1/1. So they're going to be attacking us in the air, obviously.
At this point, they're feeling bad.
Might, unless they're that afraid of Indoctrination Attendant.
You don't have a way to give it flying right now or anything. You're tapped out.
No, I think they're just afraid of me attacking. They want to have a blocker. Yeah. That's
okay.
Annoying.
Children's Edicts.
You know, actually, no. Like, we can Vraska's Fall, Edict this, and then we can... Eat the chorus.
And then you'd be able to just attack with the attendant. See?
I'm trying to... Okay, they're smart enough. That's why I did that That's why I did that flat. I think I only have the time to do 1 draft tonight just based on my schedule. I'd love to do more, but sadly I don't always have the time for it. Okay, we've held off the flyer. What's your draw? I think the card I'd be common I'd be most annoyed at here would just be the 2 flyer. Okay, not unhappy about a plains here. I should be, but I'm not. You see, the trick is just how we have Basilica, and this guarantees a double white out of us. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and just take this right now. If we had... Oh.
There's the White Suns.
Okay. If we had the disconnect loss on game 3, I would have just immediately gone for a second. That's, you know. All right. Yeah. Don't like that. You put that on the flyer, that clock is really quick. All draws are live. Don't say that, Jens. Shit. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. Terramorphic Expanse, please. I beg if you don't show up.
Yes!
Yes!
They kept it back. They didn't attack her for
Yes!
the angel. God, I've got 75,000 skulls over here. I'm gonna go ahead and just
Yeah, I know.
put in a few
Put-
skulls.
Someday I'll figure out something to do with those. Until then,
Hey, I haven't either, so don't worry about
I
it.
know, right?
Get
I know,
it.
right? Like, what do you do with them? Question mark? Thank you for all the skulls in chat. Alright, so I'm doing this here. Pushing poison. Swish.
It only works when it's funny.
What an incredible outcome. The best part is I don't really care.
It still gave you the 7th land
Yeah, it
for
still
White
gives me the
Suns.
seventh. It still gives me the 7th land. It's just a really good, like, incredibly funny. So our opponent has a problem.
The problem is that they are about to die,
They're
basically.
they're taking a shit ton of poison here.
Yeah.
Six. Zorch!
All right, so they need
Show it
to
back.
play.
Show it back. Just you either have the Wanderer or you have the White Suns. Show me it. Done. IDK uses the stream I most often run out of channel points in because I want to post SM Skull. I mean, you know, that's great. I found one use for them when I started playing Dragon Warrior 3 for people to, like, choose names and classes. That was good.
All right, so you're on last game.
You ready for match point? Like, ooh, okay, all right. This deck's been really fun. Like, obviously we have White Suns, but like we haven't been leaning on it. We've been, you know, I think it's 2 of our 6 wins, right?
They should put SM Skull back in when Space Marine 2
Space
comes
Marine
out.
2 comes out, yeah. Is that game actually going to be called Space Marine 2?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's just Space Marine 2.
All right. Yes,
That's what the SM and
SM
SM Skull
SM
stands
Skull
for.
is
It's
Space
Marine
Marine.
Skull. And that's why there's the Orc is still around, actually.
Return to where we
This is
started.
unreasonable. This is
useless.
this is low chance of this happening. This many times.
All right, we're good.
Okay.
And I'm probably throwing the helm back because I don't like it. Wow, SM Orc still exists.
Yeah. That one got very popular
Right.
with the greater
Right, that
you know,
became, you know,
Twitch
that's the old
audience.
Hearthstone smork.
Yeah. It's also slightly larger than most most emotes on the service, so it overlaps with things.
Mm. Right. Deploying the Skull Bomb here.
Yeah, that one got popular, so I assume they actually bought the whatever license deal that they were doing with THQ. They bought the ability to keep it going.
Yeah. Okay, happy that their play on 2 is a nothing. Like, yeah, it might fix them. Okay, so watching the coverage from the Pro Tour this weekend, was it Autumn who was just on like 5-color draft? Like, just I picked every good card at uncommon and rare and playing 3 prophetic prisms. It was like the coolest thing in the world. This card is a really, really strong. I'm glad I have an edict for it.
Yeah.
I'm also going to go ahead and edict right now, so I don't get hit by like a counter spell, basically.
Mm-hmm.
I always have to
They're
read.
playing blue.
Yeah. I always have to read.
Yeah,
to
because
make
it's
sure.
3 options and one of them would just be a complete whiff. Because you're allowed to choose it regardless.
Right, and like, also like I read the word token in non-token, and it's like reading, you know. Sure.
Okay. That's Metalcraft, isn't it?
2 artifacts. Metalcraft's 3.
Oh, 2 or more. Okay, not 3. There's an onboard trick here, buddy. Don't fall for it. Don't fall for it. What are you
This
doing?
is sorcery.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay.
However,
Never mind. There's an enhanced trick on the other hand. Okay.
there's a really good in-hand trick here. Yeah, all of these are sorcery on the back half.
All right. I guess that they would be pretty. Well, I mean, they'd be good still, but I don't think they would be like completely busted ass if they were instant. But
The blue one bounce would probably be the best.
yeah. All right, fair.
Sure. Yep. That's card, all right.
Vigilance to.
Yep.
I guess yeah. Like even you compare this to a 1-drop in white for a flyer in this, right?
Yeah. Anyway, I'm just pushing.
Then you're gonna pick up whatever doesn't get blocked and everything.
You know, during pack, you can pick up the bomb, replay it. Like, I don't really mind the outcomes here. I want them to make trades because I want the board to be in my position. How good is a 1/1 flyer for one you have to be playable? This one's quite playable. Like in limited, this is actually a real card. Like, you know, it replaces stuff like that. It's metal. Like, this is not a bad card, mind you.
Yeah, I'm just comparing it to the fact that there is a 1-mana 1/2 flying vigilance in white.
Yes.
You know.
Yeah. The in constructed, make it a looter, and then it's playable. Like, make it looterial core, and then it's playable. Okay, they're actually gonna blank the proliferate, which is pretty smart. Okay. So, we have the board, they have card advantage. 5 cards in hand here, you know. And their play is a 4/4. Okay. That's Scry's too. They're on metal, heavy metal. Is this our first blue opponent?
Yeah. This is the only player you've gone up against who's played blue at all.
And like blue has two. One of the things that hurts blue is that blue has artifact synergy and spell likers and oil counters. And there's some overlap in them, but a lot of the best cards, like really wants you to be in on only the artifact play.
Only one of them.
And
right,
and the spell likers doesn't really benefit the same from the artifacts because these don't work for them. So like your plans don't have perfect as great of overlap, and also your card quality is a little lower. Are we real spelling here? Sure.
I just want you to know, though, by the way, with what you just described. Place the word oil with charge.
I know. Oil count. They're exactly the same.
The reason why I mean this is because, my God, you just described what I'm doing for Is It.
I'm gonna pop this just to try to get more cards moving.
You haven't hit them at all yet.
Yeah, that's currently a problem.
Might want to draw off the Basilica as well.
Yeah, I'll wait on it. This makes it look like I might be holding an effect. We can glare sack the Hive Master. So again, they have this metal likers. That's what they're on. They get the Eye of Melchior here. Problem is, Eye of Melchior.
I noticed that that's not a flyer.
No, this is on the ground. Also, like the way it activates, it's generally only an attacker. So
yeah, you could get it as a blocker, but you'd have to try really hard for it.
Yeah, you got to do some sort of
instant
shenanigan. Mandible Justicar, that card's fine. Okay, let's just go ahead and get rid of this. I'm fine drawing Anoint here. Prophetic Prism is a very good card. I love seeing it limited. It's a, you know, I like it a lot when it has extra purpose outside of just fixing. You know, artifact liking in here for turning on Eye, sack for our annihilating glare. That makes it a lot more interesting of a card. Buddy, do you like not have anything here? What's going on? Oh, you don't. I'm sorry. I'll take 4. No block.
We could not block, or we could just also block and become indestructible. It wouldn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter. Cool.
Oof.
Our board is resistant to the Wrath, so I don't care if I play a little heavy into it, because we have a body that dies and a body that can't die. And that's our run.
You did it. You fraud detected, and
that just put them on the fraud detection.
got the 7-2 after starting this at 0-2. 7 wins in a row.
Yeah, very happy with, again, like, really liked the way this deck looks. This is, like I said, my only complaint, and it's so minimal, would be like Gold Warden's Helm for a 1-drop. That's it. That's it. Like if I were
one
to make,
flyer, like I was just talking about, I could just place those.
Yeah, yeah. From the last draft, that 1 flyer who showed up for every game. Yeah.
Yeah, because you know that also would have meant that you wouldn't have felt too bad about keeping those 3 planes line.
Yeah, or you know, the chorus, or we had the point where we could have picked.
The chorus was more on plan for what
we could have picked the 1/1 Death Toucher. But it was over Drown, which, you know, I feel like Drown performed very well. So
Drown performed great, yeah.
Yeah, that's the only change I would make, is that this was our 23rd, and when we mulligan, we put it on the bottom of the deck all the time.
And you know what? At least it existed to be the 23rd that you mulligan to put on the bottom of the deck. You didn't feel bad about it.
Anything in my reserves, I could have played over it. The Dross Skull Bomb might have just been better. The reason we picked it, we were talking about Dross Skull Bomb versus this versus like generic body, and the reason I picked the Helm is because it has synergy with Attendant. You can pick up the Helm, get a free 2/2 again, but like that never occurred, and it's also like super minor when Attendant also does like just pick up a pacified creature, or
Attendant can pick up literally anything.
The fact that this is like a core Skyfisher pick up anything is so good. It's really nice. And then this deck is like, you know, when we're looking at removal, do we ever draw Whispers of the Dross at all?
Whisper of the Dross? Which one is that one? That's the
-1/-1.
You did not draw this at all.
I don't think we ever drew that card. All right. This is our removal pile right here.
That's good.
It's almost every black card in the deck. And then, like, Complete Devotion also played as a removal spell once or twice, you know. But, yeah. All right, let's quick claim our prizes and go ahead and check out some more cards from this set. Yeah, Porcelain Zealot is a funky one. The big thing with this is that it curves really strongly with the 3-drop flyer to make a 4/4 threat. And that curve is really good. It also lets you push attacks you normally wouldn't be able to. You do end up, there are games that can end up. God, this master.
It's a fucked up Masticore.
Yeah.
This thing seems ridiculous. Action from multicolored. First strike 5/5.
For those, Argentum is, you know, a thing we've seen a number of times. Within
Argentum is technically the original.
It's actually
name
the name of the plane.
Mirrodin.
Yeah, it's the name Karn gave the plane. That's why we have Argentum armor and
yeah,
a couple other Argentum cards.
And Masticores are just a long-term magic unique thing.
Yeah, they were made to prove that discard a card was a cost worth
Workable.
paying. Like you could make a card with that as its cost every turn. Malira, who is effectively a Watch Wolf, but
does have also the anti-poison stuff going on.
And a reasonable Akon's run impression of Safi Eriksdotter. Impression. You exile, so you can't combo,
But she's also a Watch Wolf. She's a 2-mana 3/3.
Yeah.
It's solid.
Here's our friend. Teeth.
Heath.
This is a card. This is a card you can't play in limited because it costs 8, but it's very funny.
It's a 7/5 that makes everything 5/3 juggernauts.
It's very funny when you turn all your, like, you know, 1/2 flyers into 5/3 flying vigilant juggernauts because it doesn't overwrite their text.
Yeah.
Scheming Aspirant is one of the cards I like for a deck that is, like, really hard to put together, like the blue-black proliferate plan. This is one of the best cards for the Boros deck. Not only is it a
3-mana 2/2 double strike when you play it, and you can give almost anything double strike for pretty cheap, and this thing becomes even better in multiples.
And it makes all your other equips cheaper, and we printed this cycle for Standard. It's a good cycle. We printed this cycle for Pioneer also, I think. Went into. It's a good cycle. Those lands are really strong. Yeah, this is the green 1-drop that's just wild. It's called Evolving Adaptive because it has Evolve. But there's no +1/+1 counters in the set, so they didn't give it the mechanic Evolve. But it's very powerful because it works with Proliferate or just playing it as Experiment 1.
It's because they have both poison and oil already. I guess they wanted to make sure that those had just the two.
Yeah, especially when they decided not to do -1/-1 counters.
Yeah,
I wish this card was better.
Yeah, I like that it exists. That's the number one thing about it. But it could be better. I mean, paying life is such a hard thing to like use as cost,
right?
Appropriately.
Because, like, obviously that's made for somewhere where it's like, if you're playing EDH, you know, 40 life, you can afford that really easy. But, like, the Seed Core. Okay, so the Seed Core is, like, perfect fixing forever in this set. Because there's
a large portion of the set is
Phyrexians. Hey, look. Every creature,
they're in all colors.
They're in all colors, and, like, I think it's like 80 or 90% of creatures. And the ones that aren't are, like, for Mirrodin. The other part of this is that the Corrupted on here, extremely dangerous.
Oh, yeah. Not only does that make mites, 3/2s, and that's pretty nice, but that also makes, that double striker, 3/2 double strike spell a lot.
Yeah. Or, even just like, hey, now my mites, this, or, there's a number of 1/1s sitting around that aren't mites even, so, the heck, we see 2 of them here. Here's another really powerful green card for the set. 127 Phyrexian creatures in the set. 11 Phyrexian creatures in the set.
11?
11.
Whoa.
Wow. Okay.
Jeez. That card is absolutely perfect for fixing forever.
Yeah.
And then here's your big green beater, the tradition.
Yep, this is the card.
Trample Ward 4, Haste, Toxic 4.
Just punch. Every Mirrodin card is also down for Phyrexia, but you can't use the mana on that. It's only for creature spells, so...
Yeah.
You know. But yeah, no, I get what you're talking about, Dovetail, as well, with the setup. God, I'm really... So, like...
With how many things are getting Phyrexianized at this point, though, you know that means it's not going to be irreversible.
Right.
Like, if they had held off a little bit, the fact that they've gone all in, where, like, entire planes are getting Phyrexianized now, it's going to be reversible, or they're going to get their free will back.
So we had previews for March of the Machine, singular. I'm going to say March of the Machine's a lot, by the way, but
yeah.
I remembered that it's singular. And the pair-up legends are like the coolest thing in the world. I love them.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
I love
Thalia and the Gitrog monster.
Thalia and the Gitrog monster. All right.
Thalia just riding around on the giant hell toad that actually looks more like a toad now because it's technically acting as a good guy.
Right. There's a couple alt arts for that make it look more like a hell toad, and like Thalia kind of doing like a carrot on a stick sort of thing. And then you get like, Yargle and Multani,
Slimefoot and Squee.
Yargle and Multani, the only vanilla creature that'll be in standard.
As a what is it? A 6 mana 18/6?
Yeah, 6 mana 16/9, 16/8.
No, hold on, I feel like it's
18. You're right, 18/6. Okay.
Because it's Yargle times 2.
It's double Yargle. Okay, yeah.
Like, exactly how large of a creature in Modern Magic do you have to be playable as a vanilla creature?
Well, we showed that a 10/10 for 5 wasn't in constructed. We have that. That was green. And that didn't really get constructed play. Double Yargle is a very good goof. But yeah, Slimefoot and Squee, Drano Linvala, like those seem like just, not only are they like really fun as a concept of like, Thalia and the Gitrog riding in, saving the day, but like mechanically they all seem like pretty nifty cards.
Yeah.
Like Slimefoot and Squee is like is sort of recurring nightmare.
A little bit, yeah.
A little bit.
I did see someone probably justifiably complain that Squee explicitly isn't immortal anymore, but also he has no other card identity, so
yeah,
they kind of needed to figure something out. They just made him another immortal card, but
yeah, it's fine. Slimefoot helps.
Slimefoot does it. Slimefoot is a fungus. They know what they're doing.
Yeah. All right. Well, that was some Obi-Wan. Had a lot of fun with this one, and I think we've kind of seen the format evolve over the last couple weeks. There was a lot of chatter early. It's like, okay, this is a very aggressive format. What does that mean? And it's come down where you see Toxic still is a pretty hefty plan. You see Oil is a pretty hefty plan. You see that blue really needs you to have a reason to be there, but like if you have it, it can really be workable. It's a format with like one of the biggest bomb rares in Limited that I've ever seen in years. I still have not.
Which one is that?
I have yet to see anyone lose while playing the Wanderer. What's the Eternal Wanderer? I don't think we've seen anyone lose with that card ever. Because it's kind of wild. But it costs 6. So
right, yes. It's the exile to one target artifact or creature, return that card to the battlefield on its owner's control. Create a 2/2 white creature, samurai creature with double strike. No more than one creature can attack the Eternal Wanderer each combat when she starts as a 5 loyalty walker.
And also a Wrath of God, a Dune Blast, effectively.
For each player, choose a creature that player controls. Each player sacrifice. Yeah, okay,
Yeah,
of course.
You come down and you kill all
At
of it.
6.
Yeah.
At 6 white on that, too, which is like, it's a lot.
Yeah, I don't think it's the best card in the set for limited because sword probably is. Like, not gonna lie.
I think out of all of the allied swords, Forge and Frontier is actually probably my favorite. That card feels like it actually lives up to the old swords pretty well.
Yeah, it like on my first read of it, I was like, oh, and then like I understood kind of I was like, oh wait, the synergy here is actually really cool, and it's good for like pushing you forward to keep your advantage going as your sword hits. So
yeah.
But yeah. Anyway, that's gonna be it for tonight. Thank y'all for joining. Thanks Doc for jumping on in.
No problem.
You got anything coming up soon?
Marathon on the maybe 27th, actually. I was thinking about, like, I don't know if I want to do it on a Sunday, especially since I just finished up Shadowbringers this week. So I might do it on Monday instead.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, I've got Dragon Warrior Wednesday continuing tomorrow. Doing some more Slay the Spire on Friday, and Battle Network 3 continuing on Sunday. So, anyway, thank you all for joining. Have a good night, everybody.